Hello and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin as we're wrapping up Saturday. Yeah, Bitcoin hasn't really done much today. You could say that was in line with forecast. I made you aware in the first video earlier today that it's likely going to be a wave 4 weekend, or at least a wave 4 Saturday. We see very often basically wave 4 Saturdays. So when the market has a strong dip on a Friday, for example, then you can typically, not guarantee, but it's very likely then in that case that the wave 4 will occur on the weekend. It's at least very common, very probable. And that's precisely what happened today. I'm looking at possibly one more low here on this chart, maybe two more lows, but yeah, it could be, one more low would be enough, basically. What we are dealing with here on this chart is, and that's unchanged from previous updates, we had a third wave top, and I'm only going to focus on the shorter time frame. Again, tomorrow we're going to take a look at the daily chart again, probably in the first video tomorrow. So if you want to, if you don't want to miss that, then yes, subscribe, and then you won't miss the video tomorrow. But the idea is here on the smaller time frame, third wave topped around the 21st of May, then an A wave down, a high B wave, slightly overshooting above the third wave top. And the yellow count is currently what I'm primarily tracking. In this yellow count, the next move down could be wave 5 of C. But the bottom line is we had a B wave rally. Bitcoin tried to break out. Bitcoin tried to form that fifth wave, but couldn't, failed. Failed after 3 waves. We're now coming down in what I consider to be a B wave, a C wave of wave 4. And the B wave topped, however, right? And the C wave would be a 5 wave move. Now, I don't have a very clear read of the micro here. No? Looks to me as if we had a small 1-2 setup, third wave down. This could be the fourth, and then one more low, and we have 5 waves down. Could happen tomorrow. Normally, you would say that the C wave should reach the 100% extension of the A wave. And that would be leading the price to 66,335. But that would mean that the fifth wave, as you can see, would be very much extended. So I'm not sure if we're going to get there. It's technically, it doesn't even need another low, Important is just that we're holding above 64,440 to maintain the yellow scenario, and then the fifth wave up should be an ABC structure. But for now, I prefer one more low. When would I change my opinion? I would change my opinion if the price breaks above initial resistance at 70,174. A break above resistance would indicate that a low has already formed. Not quite preferred yet, but always possible, It's possible that this sideways range, for example, extends a little bit longer. There are ways for the market to do that, but that's nothing I would like, I could predict until we break above 70,174. But naturally, if we break above the first resistance, I would start to look for a rally already in wave 5 towards 76K. There is another way of looking at this. I thought about that today. I've been thinking about this structure a lot because remember that I'm tracking the scenario in which the wave 4, talking about the wave 4 that started middle of March, finished here on the 1st of May. And then we had an initial 1-2 setup. The problem has always been that this third wave is a little bit short. Also, I mentioned that, the next upside target should send us to around about 85 to 90K. But with just one more high, that's not possible. So it might be, but I have to think about that a little more. It might be that this third is still unfolding. And this is some kind of an A, B, C. Yeah? And then we get another 4-5 later. And that would work quite well. I just need to convince myself that this is what I want to go with. But even in this scenario, the market should hold the support area. So there's no immediate need to do that, to change it. I might do it tomorrow. Well, depends, but yeah, so let's talk a little bit more about the next downside targets. Quick reminder, today I published one video only on X. We had the vote running on X on Twitter. Feel free to follow us here. It's the Near video. Yeah, Near was the winner of the poll. Brett lost, so it was all between, I have the vote somewhere here. near and Brett. Okay, Brett closely lost. If you want me to cover Brett as well, maybe tomorrow, then let me know in the comments. And yeah, we'll see if I can do a Brett video as well, just because it was so close, right? And then next week there'll be another poll here. So feel free to follow us here as well. Just make sure you follow only the official account. Just notice actually that we lost the blue check mark again, which is weird. Oh, I think we changed the logo. Okay, so good. Just notice that. Don't worry about that. The check mark will be back. Now let's go back to the, no, that was X again. Bitcoin chart. Just want to cover once more the next downside levels to watch. So I would therefore expect, I mean, it can still go a little higher in the short term, but really one more low would be ideal. If this is the count, okay, if this is a C wave down, and the next support is 67,212, plus minus a few dollars. You'll see it here. This is a key support level. Structurally, it was resistance before as well, and it's Fibonacci support. And then we've got 66,335, a very important one. 65,813. I mean, ideally, it's, I did say it here on the chart, ideally it's holding that level anyway. And then we turn around and start that fifth wave to the upside. Yeah, I think that's sort of, you know, that's sort of how I see the market. As long as we're holding support, as long as we're holding below resistance, that is only micro resistance. So for me, the trend is up at the moment, and it takes a break below the 64,440 level to really suggest that a more substantial top has formed. But that's, again, that's not expected at this stage, and it's still a bullish market. Yeah, pullbacks can be opportunities, but you never know how long these markets, you know, spend time in these price ranges. So we have to have patience. But I think the markets are, the crypto market should be close to lows across the sector, and then the next rally could start. But I can't tell you if it's going to be tomorrow or in a week or in a couple of weeks. So it might even take longer. It's all about having patience, right? It's all about having patience. It's been a boring first, let's say, 6 months of the year. Well, okay, no, we had some rallies into March, but the last 3 months have been challenging. But you know, that positive sentiment will come back at some point. So hope you liked the update. Appreciate everybody who's still here. Thank you very much. So hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.